a child autistic and you are just constantly struggling to find out what to buy them, whether it's just because they've been great and you want to get them a toy or a gift, or if it's Christmas or their birthday. Well, I follow that struggle and I'm going to show you some things today, what my son Reese really loves and we've got. This is A&Me, I am Mags, and I share videos about parenting my son Reese, who's autistic. So please check out what we've got across the channel and I will take you through today what cool stuff we've got. So today I'm here in my son Reese's room, and behind me I've got some examples of the things that we've bought him that he absolutely loves. And I'm just going to talk through them. There's some things that are more on the expensive side and bigger gifts, and I will highlight those, and some things that are small, some things you would not expect. So firstly, a little bit about my son. My son Reese is now 11. He absolutely loves numbers, he loves movement, he loves things that spin. So when you look on Google or you go onto Amazon and you type Autism Toys, you'll constantly get things like fidget spinners or light things or sensory toys or all those sort of generic autistic things that manufacturers believe that our children like. And they do like those. All of our children are different. You know, autism is not just about one personality or one like, as me and you. We like all different things, and so do our autistic children. So I often struggle to find things that Reese will enjoy. So Reese loves numbers, I've already said that. So one of the things I've got, and we've got quite a few of these sort of things, is number blocks. Now he loves number blocks. These are, I'll put links below to all these things so you can go check them out, and please put comments if you have any questions. These are, for those who know number blocks, we've got 1 through to 4, middle them up here. But what's great about these ones is, and I'll zoom in a bit, is they are, you know, they've got a little bit of interaction in them. They're good fun. And when you put them on the windowsill, the light shines through them and they're really exciting. So he loves these. You can order them up. They are soft and durable. They can drop, they will not break. So these are fantastic. And there's quite a few number block toys if your children are into numbers and that sort of TV show. So these are great, not too expensive, and a really great small gift to use. So Reese loves those. So I'll put them back up here. Now, one of the things that you always see around autism is fidget toys or fidget spinners. And one thing I found was, maybe not so much at the moment, but fidget spinners have to fit in your hand to enable them to spin. Now, what I found is this little spinning top, which if I put here, where you'll be able to see, is absolutely amazing. And if you can, I will zoom in so you can see that. And it spins, and it's an amazing calming thing that I absolutely love. And it's really easy to use. If you think about a spinning top and the sort of mechanics of the fingers you have to do, it's very tricky, especially for a child. And suddenly again, you've got to teach and adds a bit of complexity to it. But these spinning, spinning balls, you get many different colours of them, and they are fantastic and calming as well. So that is a great stocking filler for Christmas, or just a really cool toy that you can pick up. You can pop it in your handbag, in your bag as well. It's a great little tip, that little spinning top there. I'm going to move. You probably see things in the background here, so keep watching. You'll see what I go into. So I've spoken about this before. This is the Toniebox, and I've got a whole video on this, which have a look up here. You can click into that and see some more detail about the Toniebox. Now, the Toniebox, and I'll talk about the stand that it's in a minute. The Toniebox is one of the best things I've ever bought. Now, one of the more expensive items. It's soft, it's durable. You can hold it, it will not break. But you don't need to do the voice control, especially as my son is minimally verbal. You can use one of these things here, which is known as a Tonie. So if you can see, if you spotted, my son loves Julia Donaldson. So this little Tonie here is Tabby McTat. They have all of these. They have, I think they've got all the Roald Dahl Tonies. Tonie's just a little character. They've got Roald Dahl. They've got nursery rhymes. They've got the older children's faraway tree, if you know Eden Blyton. And what's great is this looks like what it is. It's Tabby McTat. And you pop it straight on the top of the Toniebox, push a little ear, and it will start to play for you. and that will play that book of the story, and it's very easy to use. You just take it off. So my son takes off when he doesn't want to listen to it, and then he can move on to another Tonie if he wants to listen to that as well. Now, we only had the Tonie before, obviously comes with a charger. Check that video, as I said, but what we wanted to do is have something that keeps all these little guys, they're all magnetized, able to keep it stored fine. So this little metal house, which I got off Amazon, again, links all below, it's fantastic. So it's got, you might not be able to see, it's got the charger slot in the bottom. The Toniebox clips in there, and you can actually attach this to the wall as well. And all the Tonies stick onto that metal house. So you get lots of different sizes. I think there's a square and there's other ones as well. But that just keeps it really neat and tidy. These are quite expensive. They're around about £14 each. So losing one of these is an absolute nightmare. And also, and I'll show you an example here just for a bit of a laugh. This one here became one of my dog's chew toys. So having something like this really keeps it compact and together. So that's the Toniebox. Great thing, portable, links to Wi-Fi. You can carry it around the house, use offline. One of the best things, it is actually designed for children between, I think, about 2 and 5 years old. My son is 11 and loves it. So that's the Toniebox. Now, as we were on the topic of stories and Julia Donaldson, another thing that we've got, so I've got a book here. If you followed my channel for a while, my son absolutely loves The Gruffalo. Now, this is a book. We've got about 3 of these. Nothing fancy about books. Obviously, old children love books, or maybe they don't. But as you can see from this one, it is well used, and it's your standard paper book, okay? My son loves books. He'll flick through it and he'll use it and it'll end up in tatters like this. This is the 3rd one we've got through. So one of the great things that we've got, or we moved to, and probably not designed for this thought in mind, is moving to board books like this. So these are obviously for small children to help to turn pages. They're not as fussy or flimsy as the book I just showed you. But what is great about these for my son is they are solid. He reads these so much that they end up in this state. So we've had these for ages. I've got loads of these. These are all Julia Donaldson as well. You can get these, or even if you are, depending what your child's into, we've also got the board books in the little, that's the little superheroes. These are the 10 Little Dinosaur series. So you obviously get all the different ones. Great from a durability point of view. Bit heavier, but fantastic. And these sort of things, think about the child's needs. So if they're using something constantly, or they even from a motor skill perspective, doesn't matter of the age, they're obviously easier to turn, but they're great and durable as well. So these Reese absolutely loves. Looking back here, if we zoom in a bit, something that is not a conventional autistic toy or child's toy, you can get many options of things like this. So this one here is probably something you would have, on a desk or something like this. This little guy just sits on top of there, if I can do it standing up, and it's great from a, calming perspective. Not a toy you'll find in your Smith's toy aisle, but something you can consider from a calming perspective for a child who's autistic or an adult who's autistic. Is fantastic to use. So sticking on to things which are a bit more bigger and a bit more cool, very much you look at sensory play lights and things like that. This unit behind here, if I just move some stuff out the way for you to give you an idea of what it is, this is from IKEA, and it is I'll call it a Lightbox, and ignore that, so a Lightbox. And what this does here, it's just a big black box plugged in, and it's amazing when it's dark. It gives lots of different patterns of light. So you can easily just a button at the top, very easy for ease to push, but it allows you lots of different things. So from a very calming perspective, it allows, this is one of his favourites, just takes the calm in. So we're in daylight at the moment, you can see it so clearly, and you can imagine what it's like during the night when the lights are off. That's from IKEA. I think it was about £80, so it is one of the most pricier items, but it's a great thing for children's rooms or from a calming perspective. Next to it, another thing Reese absolutely loves, and these you can get in many different things. You can imagine these are, again, a light type box, plug it in and it will project things onto the ceiling. So when he's going to bed, we can put that on, and you can flick it with the remote control as well, and get amazing patterns across the white ceiling, across the walls as well. So these are relatively not badly priced. You get many different variations of these. Have a look and see, you know, great thing for the child's bedroom as well. And I'm coming to the last few things now. Again, if you've watched my son, he absolutely loves marbles, and as I said, difficult to find things he likes. But what I got him, and it's always, you know, trying to think of cool stuff that can be used. This is a retro marble box, so a tin box, and he's got all his marbles in there. And this is something you can think about is storage in a really cool way. So depending what your child or child you're looking to purchase a present for, think about their obsession. What do they like? How are things being organised in their house, their room, or able to transport things? And this is fantastic. His marbles are not always in here, but if we take his marbles somewhere, it is a cool retro little box that he can have his marbles in as well. Now, I've just hinted at obsessions, and one of my child's obsessions is clocks. So if you think about what your child or, you know, child you're purchasing for, autism brings obsessions. So think about that, whether it's numbers, or in my case, if I just lift this up, I'm in my son's room and I tilt it, we have got clocks all along his wall. So in doubt, if you're ever in doubt, we just buy him a clock, which you can see, and that brings him calm, it brings him joy as well. So clocks were amazing purchase as well that he could have. Now I'm going to take you to the last one. I've taken you through so many things, but I'm going to take you to one of the last and the most amazing purchases we've ever done. So I'm going to lift this up and I'm going to come over here. So this is a spinning sensory chair. You get so many other variations of this these days. This one is known as the Gonge Carousel, but you can find many on Amazon, and they go around for about £80. What is great about the design of these chairs, and I will do a longer video on it, is that they are close to the ground and they are engineered to allow the child to be able to propel themselves very quickly or at the speed that they feel comfortable with. And it is an amazing tool for sensory input. Reese uses it every single day, and we bought this about 5 years ago. So if your child is into spinning and movement, this is really something to consider. If they are going things like those bucket seats in the park, this is exactly the same for your home. So one of the great purchases. So I've gone through so many things. I really hope these will help you when you're considering buying something for a birthday or for Christmas. They are great items that my son loves, and I hope that you can see if there's something for your child or someone you're buying for. So I'll keep sharing what we're doing. Please ensure you subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you think, or if there's a toy or a gadget that your child likes to use as well.